F? What? I know it was long, but come on, man. Can't believe this. Let me see. Law 4? What is a Law 4? I don't even know what a Law 4 is. See, man, I spent all that time studying this and I spent so much time on it.
It takes a lot to make a stew.
A pinch of salt and laughter too.
A scoop of kids to add the spice.
A dash of love to make it nice. And you've got
Too many cooks.
too many cooks.
Too many cooks. Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
It takes a lot to make a stew.
When it comes to me and you.
And him and her and the baby too.
That's right, folks. Longtime owner Mr. Krabs is opening a new restaurant called the Krusty Krab 2. First of all, congratulations, Mr. Krabs.
Hello, I like money.
Mr. Krabs, what would you say your definition of success is?
Money. Curses!
What you just witnessed is Law 4 in action. What is Law 4? Well, Law 4 states that to create a powerful image, you must always say less than is necessary. But wait.
If you wanted a more powerful message, shouldn't you take hold of the conversation and dominate with your obviously superior intellect? This surely would create a more impressive speech, right? Well, according to Robert Greene, no. He actually says that you run a great chance of getting the opposite effect. But how can this be? How isn't more words more power? It's a very silly example. It still illustrates the point that we're trying to get across. The crowd was so responsive to Mr. Krabs' one-word answer to, "What do you mean by success?" He said, "Money." Mr. Krabs loves money. He doesn't elaborate on the fact, he doesn't dawn on the fact that it's a vague answer. He just goes with it and the crowd loves it. It's all well said, but it means nothing. It's just a cartoon that we dubbed over. But how about we take a few steps back? Back to the year 454 BC. Location, Rome. And we'll be following the legend of Guinness. My boy Sean is gonna take this one.
Gnaeus Marcius, given the cognomen or title of Coriolanus, in 454 BC, during the Roman Republic, he was serving as a Roman general, and then he decided to press his luck to get involved in politics as a position of a council. A council during the Republic was the highest elected position. So Coriolanus began with his speech to the common people. He not only caught their attention, but he caught their emotions.
Whoa, Sean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna throw him off a cliff. How did he capture their attention and their emotion?
Well, if you would have let me finish, Tyler, I would have gone on saying his first speech to the public started great, with his legendary war hero persona backing him up. He showed everyone his scars that he earned in war. Few words actually captivated his audience. The speech started to drag on far too long, which made his audience listen to the actual words he was saying. He cracked sour jokes at his people and slandered the government. This really bugged his audience. They went in great lengths to see him not get elected. They went as far as almost throwing him off a cliff. However, the patrons intervened and sentenced him to a lifelong banishment.
Okay, I see what you're saying, Sean. He started out great because of his prior image and his simple speeches, but he didn't stop there. He went on and revealed weaknesses in his own words. You're saying he got too comfortable sharing all of his thoughts during his speech, and this created angles in which people could see his true nature of arrogance and incompetence. I know what you're saying. Okay, Legendary Soldier became a wannabe politician with a big head and a whole lot of lackluster speeches. You're saying, so what? He was just a soldier with no formal political experience. A person with a more elegant tongue could easily use a lengthy speech to persuade his audience.
I mean, you're not wrong, but it begs the question, which path is more effective?
Imagine you're a representative of a side that you strongly believe in, and the opposing side's argument is actually pretty good. There's a lot riding on your ability to hit a speech home run with fireworks and applause, people shouting, trumpets, crying, and dramatic still shot of you looking to the heavens. While you spend hours upon hours tweaking the words just right, the debate finally comes. Both parties state their position, and you feel as you've completely dominated this debate. And once the decision is time to be revealed, the person you've been trying to convince all this time says, "I shall see," and walks away. Well, my friends, that's exactly what King Louis XIV of France did. He was known as a man of remarkably few words, and his vagueness and silence kept those around him terrified and under his thumb. His sparseness of words only added to his supreme rule, which was 72 years, I might add. You see, King Louis knew that the listener possessed all the power. So him being the listener and the king, he might as well have been Super Saiyan 4. He was practically invincible. I mean, this guy would just walk away at the end of the debate. You wouldn't even know if you won until a couple weeks later when you saw the law in action. Oh man, that was a lot. What was that? You guys are dying to hear another example? I mean, this editing's already gonna take so long. I don't know if I have time. Alright, I can't say no to cuties like you. I'll do one quick one. Let us travel to the mother country, Russia, of 1825, where this dude by the name of Ryleev, whatever, the leader of a rebellion. Now this guy was captured and sentenced to death, and the method of execution was hanging. And when this guy's day of execution finally rolled around, he was standing on the trapdoor, and it swung open, the rope caught, and it broke. Now guess what the first thing this guy thinks to say? He gets up and he says to the people around him, "You see, in Russia, they don't know how to make anything properly. Not even how to make a rope." Now if he didn't say this, his life would probably have been spared. At this time, events like this were considered providence, heavenly will, and usually his sentence would have been pardoned, but the government took his comment into consideration and tested the next batch of ropes on him. It didn't break this time. Alright, that's all I got for you, man. And thank you for watching.
Excuse me, I have something to
my.
add. My favorite book, Tao Te Ching, has a poem pretty relative to your video. It goes, "To hold until full is not as good as stopping. An over-sharpened sword cannot last long. A room filled with gold and jewels cannot be protected. Boasting of wealth and virtue brings your demise. After finishing the work, withdraw. This is the way of heaven." Thank you!
Well put, Boofle. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Group 1, signing off.